This video is for 6 and 7 figure coaches, consultants, creators, and experts. It's on how to become the Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, Grant Cardone, and Alex Hormozy of your industry with this unique AI-driven client acquisition system that is guaranteed to perform or you don't pay. This is a definitive guide on scaling your marketing, leveraging viral dynamic sales letters and ads. Now, let's go over a quick case study. This is one of my old partners, Mrs. D'Agostino. She is the CEO and founder of Think Consulting Group, thinktankcoaching.com, thinkviewmedia.com, and a few other companies and brands. Now, I've done lead gen for 6 of her many brands and companies, as well as for some of her partners and clients. I've also coached a few of her roster of clients on the right lead gen / marketing strategies for their companies. I've also helped grow one of her companies, ThinkView Media, to 7 figures in 12 months. She and her team scaled 400 plus different businesses across many different industries, and I had a front row seat helping scale some of these companies as the lead gen coach / consultant. Now you can check out, her companies as well as, her background here and here. And then this is also someone who reached out to her to just, see my credibility, and, this was her kind reply. Now, the goal of this presentation is to show you how to become the Tony Robbins, Russell Brunson, and Grant Cardone and Alex Hormozy of your industry and unlock explosive growth in your business. I've been in the digital marketing space for about a half decade, and I've refined my strategies over the years to make sure that my clients are scaling their businesses profitably without having to use a big and expensive team. Now I'm sharing the juice with you here. This is for you if you don't just want to be the next Tony, Russell, Grant, or Hormozy. You want to dominate your market and you refuse to lose. You are looking for the current most effective marketing and sales process in the world. You are looking for lean and mean. You are looking to make real money. You are a real entrepreneur who understands real cash flow and who loves DCF values. You want to sell your larger ticket programs daily. You have a strong product or service. Your churn rate is low. Your clients love your product or service. You haven't quite solved client acquisition through paid traffic, and you do have an audience. You hate losing time and money, making excuses, wasting valuable resources on crap that doesn't work, and or shaking your butt on social media for views. Or maybe you're pissed off that you wasted $50,000 plus on ads and marketing funnels, or you blew $50,000 plus on masterminds and coaching and it didn't get the return on investment that you wanted. You can allocate a minimum of $100 to $200 a day toward paid ads. You win no matter the circumstances. You don't want to be held back by platforms if they decide to change their mind about a certain part of their algorithm. You need a deep and robust strategy for marketing, no matter the climate. You do not do things below your line, and you are looking for the best information in the world to help you out. It doesn't matter if you're B2B or B2C. I don't know why people think they're different. You're still selling a product or a service to people. The bottom line is these times are the best times to be alive and gain ground. Recessions, war, and inflation are stressing mostly everyone and forcing adaptation. As a result, businesses are required to recruit or invent new technology to either achieve profits for offers at pre-pandemic prices or adapt their price to 3x that of the pre-pandemic if they keep the same cost structure. You need to pay for the eggs that have ballooned in price, even if media says otherwise. The savviest are using this as an opportunity to both increase prices and increase margins faster than their competitors to completely dominate their market now and in the future. At the strategy level, companies are focusing on their core competency and most profitable vector at the top of their respective market, scrapping everything else. At the product level, design and engineering are being facilitated with AI, reducing the resources required to achieve product resonance, so margins are improving. At the marketing and sales level, technologies like direct response copywriting, long-form sales letters, video, and paid traffic platforms are being and will continue to be used to drastically increase the efficiency of distribution for any offer. As a result, the superstar salespeople will transition to superstar marketers levered up with Dynamic video sales letters, marketing teams will collapse down to only a few people. Sales teams will collapse down to only a few people empowered by the video sales letter, and everyone on the team will be rewarded handsomely due to the efficiency gains if they adapt quickly. In the limit, salespeople will not even be needed to sell since the dynamic sales letters and videos will do most of the work. The most adaptive will experience a short period of downturn during in which they will transition to new models and use new tech, then experience a period of explosive and profitable growth. During this short downturn, traffic prices are extremely cheap. This presents an opportunity for the most adaptive, he or she who moves the quickest gets the biscuit, since no one else is advertising. If you're looking for the shortest, no BS, most cost effective way to get big ticket clients daily and pocket an extra 6 to 7 figures in personal income this year, this training will show you how to do it. Aren't you tired of trying different outbound systems and hustling to hit your next milestone? You might have even hired too many appointment setters and closers or worked with countless agencies that promised a silver bullet solution but failed to deliver. It's frustrating to waste your time and hard-earned money on strategies that don't work. Trust me, I know. Have you ever wondered why some people in their businesses make noise for decades and not just for a year or two? It's because they adapt and focus on what's working. They are no different than you and I. They just do what works, and they need to keep doing that consistently in order to survive, right? They refresh ads weekly, they make good offers, and they just don't stop. So the real question is, what's stopping you from doing the same? Trends like AI, right, are causing massive changes and stress in the marketing and sales world. As a result, companies are getting leaner and are being forced to get to their most efficient state by rapidly recruiting and empowering new technologies and processes. Businesses need to reevaluate their cost structures. They need to go after the high end of the market, use new tech to get costs down, and move extremely quickly so that they don't go out of business. As an example, to adapt, marketing and sales teams won't need to be massive anymore because just one leveraged person can write a single sales letter and present the sales letter to millions of prospects simultaneously by leveraging dynamic video sales letter tech. Prospecting will just be precise advertising bought by the salesperson or growth consultant who assembled the video sales letter. Entire marketing teams will collapse down to one or two people leveraging AI, artificial intelligence, and dynamic sales letters written by the salesperson to run targeted campaigns. Technology is what is saving the day. You can't just up your prices and expect amazing results. Companies that can adapt the fastest and leverage the tech will scale profitably, and those that fail to adapt will crash and burn. Working with multiple companies doing 5 to 8 figures a year, I've seen, tested, and used these processes multiple times. So I know these processes are repeatable and scalable. Advertising. This is the arena in which all business is played in the metaverse, another word for online platforms. LinkedIn, Meta, Google, Twitter, Amazon, TikTok, plus a few others are introducing regulations to increase their profits and durability in the advertising side of their businesses. Outbound prospecting channels, right? They're getting more regulated and difficult to use. Example of this is LinkedIn and Meta limiting the number of friend or connection requests that someone can make per day or charging for a message. Organic traffic methods that utilize short form content are getting more difficult to exploit since mostly everyone is pumping out free content, probably because they're too scared to run ads. And since there are still a limited number of eyeballs on the platforms, the competition is increasing, making it difficult to reach unless you're shaking your butt, doing extreme stunts, or you become a commentator on recent events. In-person conferences are great. However, when compared to leveraging precise advertising and long-form direct response copywriting techniques, they are terrible. Why do one-to-one when you can quite easily do one-to-many and reach many more people? Also, there are travel constraints and new laws preventing people from moving that could be implemented at any time. It's too risky to depend only on in-person events. So, if one must advertise, how do we do it and get insane returns? The platforms and algorithms have become so advanced that anyone who can click a button or press play can get in front of their ideal audience. So simply understanding how to use the ad platforms is no longer an advantage. Now that mostly everyone is onboarded to the platforms, the algorithms are more mature and mostly everyone must be advertising. The competition is done at the content quality copywriting level. And few people are good at copywriting. Selling through written words and video is what copywriting is. This means that they can't get a real return on their ads. There is nothing more powerful than ads when growing a business. So, how do you win? Well, here's the truth. You can achieve explosive growth, find product market fit, and make a hilarious 50 to 100x ROI on your advertising in any environment for any offer if you leverage viral dynamic sales letters and ads. So what is a viral dynamic ad? Well, below are some examples. I'm sure some of you remember, the Ty Lopez "Here My Garage Lamborghini" ad, right? Some of you probably remember the Dollar Shave Club ad. Some of you probably, I remember every single one of these. Some of you probably remember Kino Body's, "I'm the real Bruce Wayne" ad, right? Up until now, the method to assemble the viral dynamic sales letter and do direct response copywriting using paid ad platforms has yet to be defined in general, right? We solved this, and this is the only place on the planet that has access to this technology. For context, my name is Duno Clenor. Over the past half decade, I've consulted countless companies in many different industries on the best methods for scaling their client acquisition for their products and services. I'm also addicted to learning from and studying the best in the game so that my clients are always implementing winning strategies when they are working, and you know, and not months or years later when everyone else is doing it, right? Remember, if everyone else is doing it, well, it's probably not going to work as well for you, right? I'm not just another marketer or lead generation service. I'm a true strategic partner dedicated to your success, right? I'm going to show you exactly how I can help you take your business to the next level and stack your sales pipeline, leveraging simple viral dynamic sales letters and ads. Working one-on-one with clients has allowed me to go deep into their businesses, pinpoint problems, and provide solutions that didn't cut into their profits. I've also done the hustle work of manually booking qualified calls in different industries, from brick and mortar to digital online companies like a marketing agency that managed over 200 million in ad spend. So yeah, I've been through the ringer, and I've learned quite a few hard and costly lessons so that you don't have to. Now, before we get into the strategy, if what you're hearing so far sounds good, then I would highly encourage you to book a call with me where we can go deeper into your current situation to see how this framework that I'm about to share with you in a second could be applied to you. Yes, you can walk away with the framework and implement everything yourself. But obviously, the goal is to get to know each other and see if it even makes sense to work together. I've spoken to a few marketing companies about this already, and it's clear that a lot of them are not interested in the most advanced marketing and sales tech and tactics, right? I introduced the dynamic sales letter stuff, and they didn't really bat an eye. It was clear that they were resisting the new tech. A lot of them are still doing old school strategies that are literally 100 times worse than what the top marketers in the world are using. They were not interested and even learning about these strategies, since there would be quite a big learning curve and their income depended on them using the old strategies. So I could understand their points of view. This causes a huge gap. There are tons of companies out there, just like the ones that I've spoken to, that are probably doing your marketing right now, and they don't want to change just yet. And the force is, it's not strong enough yet for them to change. If companies like those are not going to adapt, they are going to get replaced by people like me, who are ready to use the new technology to create value. I replaced the heads of growth, marketing, and sales since I leveraged the right technologies and strategies. I also move fast. In the end, it's whoever wants it the most and whoever is most adaptable and more able to adapt using the technology that will win. Why do you think major global conglomerates like Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Google have been letting go of people left and right? The majority of companies that are using artificial metrics and outdated strategies won't fare too well. And a lot of marketers and sales reps will be displaced using this new marketing strategy. Some businesses were operating that were not producing a profit and they just existed, right? Those businesses are called zombie businesses and they will be wiped away. It's kind of like Noah's Ark. If you're long on technology, then you will be fine. If you can adapt using the new technology and the metaverse, you will be fine, right? People are building Noah's Ark right now within their companies. Are you? So let's go ahead and get right into the biggest component, which is how on earth do you adapt and get your ideal clients to look at your stuff and hop on a call with you and your team? At the end of the day, everyone is playing the attention game, whether it's through email, social media, or paid ads. Every company either needs attention or needs more attention that they can turn into money so they can continue to grow and prosper. You might have received an email from us and know exactly what I'm talking about here. But in case you didn't, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. You want to cut through the noise get your prospects' attention, get them on calls, and close the deals, right? So let's go over the dynamic sales letter and banger ad, right? A single sales letter or ad that targets a specific market segment for a specific offer that has viral effects, meaning it gets shared by people, right? That drop the cost per 1,000 impressions at the traffic level and increase paid ads efficiency, that lasts for years and reduces the need to continually update the creative. That decreases the sales cycle length and cost to sell, since the prospects get sold through the video or written document. That drops the resources required to train and ramp salespeople, since the pitch is in video form and salespeople just regurgitate copy. It decreases the overhead required to run sales and marketing, since all marketing and sales are consolidated into a single asset written by a single person, distributed through a single platform, routed to a single web page, and tracked using a single tool. This all results in extreme capital efficiency and explosive growth. It's sales done with a single video instead of an entire orchestra of people. It's way more efficient than anything else that I've ever seen. Here's a model that illustrates the effects of a viral dynamic sales letter on a business with a $50,000 price point. Now, the demand created from the dynamic sales letter also forces the product to adapt, which causes product market fit and causes increased pricing, which significantly increases the return on capital and calories of entrepreneurs and allows new ideas to rapidly get to market. The best entrepreneurs in the world and the ones who find the best products are the direct response copywriters and the ones who can assemble viral sales letters. Now, nothing else matters if the dynamic sales letter is done right. A single ad can make or break the business. It renders the cost of traffic irrelevant and drops the cost of a lead down to almost zero, or it significantly increases the ROI of paid ad campaigns. It postures the solution perfectly and shortens the sales cycle significantly. It can turn the salespeople into extremely efficient order takers and increase the sale conversion rate to 60% or higher for qualified prospects. There's nothing more high leverage than a viral dynamic sales letter or ad. They are difficult to create, but when they work and they blow up businesses. You can strap these things to any business and create massive value either as a growth consultant or for yourself. Now, this works for B2B, B2C, B2P, it doesn't matter. We want a marketing and sales system that replaces marketing managers, sales managers, and the need for large sales teams that cut into your profit margins. It's scalable, efficient, and in-house. Let's face it, no one likes to manage people, so the fewer people we have to manage, the better. So here's a simpler look at the process, right? Salespeople will likely not be needed to sell, since the dynamic sales letters and the videos will do most of the work. The process will be add to sales letter, chat, call, close, right? So to create these viral dynamic ads, we need an efficient creation process, right? First, we create a Godfather offer that makes people feel stupid if they were to say no to it. Then we put that offer in front of the right people with a painful problem that can pay the price you want. The process of creating viral dynamic sales letters, or bangers for short, is iterative, right? Which means it involves iterations, since the market sentiment and technology available for solutions and claims change with time. As a result, the process ensures that the ad is always in the most profitable state. The process is hyper efficient, which is especially useful during stressful times. A single person is assembling the dynamic sales letter and using a limited budget and lean testing techniques to validate the cost per lead, the sale, and to write the letter. It can be used in a bootstrapped environment or for a client who is strapped for cash. The process is fast. You rapidly find resonance. You can create results in under a week. The process yanks you to the top of the market where there is the most profit, right? Now, the process accounts for the interdependence between the marketing and the product's results, and the iterative nature of getting to a viral piece. For the piece to go viral, it needs to provide value, which is dependent on the uniqueness and utility of the points within it and how it is communicated. So we focus on making it extremely useful, right? Now, we first start by determining the most profitable segment using a profit per customer per unit of time formula. If we don't focus on the top of the market, we won't get maximum amount of yield. Once we determine the target and direction, we create a headline that cuts through the noise of the market. We use an efficient testing method to find this headline. Once we have the headline working, we test the offer on sales calls and by talking to prospects to determine the precise situation that they are in. We use this information to draft the first draft of a viral sales letter. Once we have the first draft of the sales letter, we test it and validate that it converts at a rate greater than 5% on cold traffic and that the price of the offer gets us a fantastic return. If that is true, we update the long form sales letter and push more traffic to the machine until the yield breaks, at which time we update the sales letter. As we increase traffic, we are bringing on salespeople who are mirroring our validated sales process and duplicating the results. Large sales teams are a thing of the past. This process enables a small, hyper-profitable elite sales team. As the sales letter improves and the pitch gets more defined, we update the video sales letter and contract the sales team down even further where they are selling through written word or chat. The sales letter and the videos do all the work. Eventually, the sales letter goes viral and we rush to fulfill the demand created by it. Writing these types of letters and going through the process can be extremely challenging, especially if you are not a full-time direct response copywriter. Current copywriting techniques and training are somewhat useful. However, they don't account for the process of writing the sales letter that intertwines getting feedback through the online ad platforms and doing sales calls to do rapid iterations. They also don't account for the feedback from the market that influences the offer and the overall margin of the business. So, there is some great copywriting content out there, but none of it is that useful right now since the ad platforms are relatively new. The truth is that to write viral dynamic sales letters and do direct response copywriting at the highest level and get the highest returns, one needs to be constantly iterating the price and the offer. Their North Star also needs to be the profit metric. One also needs to be able to rapidly transpose their sales letter to video and test it on the platforms using paid advertising, which requires another set of skills that are not accessible to everyone. Furthermore, to get something working, you not only need a process and steps that work with the most recent technology, but you need feedback from someone who has written viral sales letters before, since they can save you a lot of time. If you can follow a process, test, and get feedback, you can get to writing bangers for yourself quickly and efficiently. This can literally explode your business. Best ways to market right now. There are only two ways to market right now. You either become an influencer and dance around on social media and grow an audience organically, or you leverage viral advertising, personalized outbound, and dynamic sales letters. Or you do both and absolutely crush it. Unless you have pricing power and you are at the top of the market, you won't be able to fare well on the advertising platforms since the cost of ads has 2 to 3x. Furthermore, there is a differential pricing with advertising, which means that if the platforms know that your offer is converting, the price of the traffic could change on you. So if you don't have viral effects in your ad or sales letter, your yield could blow up. Don't forget that these platforms are trying to make as much money as possible. So you need to make use of viral dynamic ads to take advantage and grow profitably. If you are not at the top of the market just yet, you will either need to build a large following organically or create a viral dynamic sales letter that, when pushed with advertising, goes viral and drops the CPM or cost of 1,000 impressions down a ton. So everyone needs viral effects in their letter, since this is the way to protect yourself against differential pricing. If you cannot advertise on the platforms in general, this is where the Noah's Ark thing comes into place. Then the product or service that you are offering should not exist. The market is telling you that your product shouldn't exist or the price is too low. This will be a tough pill for a lot of businesses to swallow. To get a viral dynamic ad working, you need to find product market fit through an efficient process. If you have testimonials and case studies, then you likely have product market fit. This means people want what you're selling. So, how do you write viral ads? Well, there needs to be interdependence between your marketing and your offer. Once you have 1 to 2 good ads running, create 1 to 2 retargeting ads, take the best of the retargeting ads and send them to a cold audience and just rinse and repeat. Listen, we don't want a 2 to 3x return on our advertising dollars. We want a 25 to 50x or more return. That's why we focus on creating viral dynamic sales letters and ads. The best part is we implement this system into your business for you, and you also own it. And to completely top it off, we offer an ROI guarantee within 14 to 28 days. If not, we give you your money back, no questions asked. Now, all you have to do is, generate your marketing and sales collateral. then push it and get it in front of people using viral dynamic ads, and filter the attention that you're getting by leveraging a dynamic sales letter to make sure the calls that are coming through are qualified appointments. If you can do it alone, which is extremely challenging, right? You can do it alone, or you can work with us, right? If you work with us, you can get to the results much faster and much quicker than if you were able to do it, than if you were to do it alone. You will be able to create this machine faster, and you will be able to overwhelm your business with customers. We have limited spots. We like to onboard 1 to 2 clients a month because this is so hands-on. So if you want to work with us, don't wait. Contact me today to discover how I can transform your business and drive your growth goals forward.